Good afternoon, Dr. Joshua. This is the journal for week 10 and of the semester. And I can believe the semester it's over. And the first question regarding the journal for unit 10 is about, goal. Um, at the beginning of the semester, if the goals are met. As usual, at the beginning of each semester, I have my goal and I plan based on the subject of the course. Like this one, this course was about psychotherapy. What I did, my goal was to sharpen my interview skill and also learn about the different type of psychotherapy according to the patient diagnosis, for according to the client of the patient diagnosis, and learn about the best therapy for each type, depending of the diagnosis. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, and I can say also my goals are met because my preceptor is really knowledgeable about psychotherapy, and not only that, is also the medical director of the clinic, and the clinical director, he is really knowledgeable, and I learned a lot from him. I can tell you, based on interviews, um, different type of therapy, and the medications, why this medication is choose over that one, depending of the patient, comorbidity, other stuff, going on with the patient, stuff like that. So I can tell you that my goals are pretty much met. And feeling of regarding feeling of prejudice and bias, and one may experience during clinical knowledge and how to manage them. I believe, prejudice, ethnicity, money, and race usually affect the care provided to the patient. As well, the healthcare provider might provide care of people different, races, color, nationality, and sometimes, bias can be also voluntary or involuntary. If I can explain that, especially, when it comes, to your race, and most people have tendency, to favor their race over another race, or have something, against, some type of people. And well, also can be preference, or bias can be also racial, gender, and one may have, some disability discrimination. But the way to manage it is like, to be advocate for your patients, because we have to understand, everyone, to ensure everything, have their chance, and to care and should be treated, equally. That's what I can say about that. And also understanding about, or inside, develop it during a clinical experience. To tell you the truth, I can say I learned a lot. So many things, I didn't know before regarding, mental health. Even, I've been in the medical field, for a long time. And I never have, like I said, I can say, put too much interaction with mental health people before. Um, so now I can tell you, mental illness is really, really a big issue, and it's that can cause a lot on the patient's overall health. And I learned also about, the stigma against mental illness, and because, some people may make uh, fun of people based on their mental illness. I think, that's something we should pay more attention to, because it's a wrong, it's a big issue. So, and that's why, I find out, some people may struggle, privately with mental illness for a long time, because of the stigma associated to mental illness. And what I can say also, that's something that affect, all ages. And another thing, adherence and compliance to the treatment or the plan of care is very important in the management of mental illness. So, so I really changed my perception since, I become more involved. So, I can tell my perception regarding mental illness, really changed. Because, the different conditions, getting more involved, what I see, every day, give me, a reason, to smile, and to think, I'm really, to think about, myself, and say, that I am really healthy, and, you know, especially, you don't have really close family dealing, with some type of mental illness, stuff like that. And it's really a chance. And one can say, you are really blessed about that. Um, because it's especially, addiction to substances, to certain substance abuse, stuff like that. It's really, really a big issue, a big problem. And how this can affect, a family. And I've seen, family issues, like, people getting divorced, separate, because of mental issues, is really big. So, the last question is about if we'll continue to use reflection and put on practice. If so, why and how? Definitely, I will continue to use medication in my future practice. Not only medication, and I find out also from my clinical experience that medication makes therapy, like medication and psychotherapy, work better. And also for some patients, I may integrate like group therapy also, and depend of the patient's diagnosis. Okay, the experience impact me because I believe my patient deserve better, and I will ensure that they are comfortable, and it's the interaction with patients and other um, team of the mental health. It's really a great experience, and I think it's really good to use this reflection in my future practice. And again, Dr. Joshua, thank you very much for everything. Happy holiday.